It's 7 p.m. and we're loading in to go to the market. So it's very dark outside, but we're almost done. Ik weet niet wat dat is. This was actually the first market where the event hall didn't have tables and chairs for the stall holders, so we had to make sure that everyone knew how big their space was. That's why we used this tape on the ground, and this was painter's tape, but for some reason we didn't get it off at the end of the day. We did get it off, but it was very hard. I think we spent an hour getting this tape off. And then we also have to set up our own tables, of course. And at this market I had a few new items that I brought with me, like the book sleeves and the cup sleeves. My table also consisted of jewelry, of course, and then also books and pins. I also filmed a couple of the other tables, only 2 other tables actually. market first opens, there's usually a lot of visitors that come inside at once because we offer a couple of free goodie bags. This year we did 40 free goodie bags, but they're always gone in the first minute because most of the time there's already people lining up half an hour before we open. So usually later on the day it calms down a little bit. Hi, I'm hidden behind my banner to do this voiceover. The market has been a bit quieter than usual. I'll update you guys when I'm home and when I did all the counting of my income, like the cash and also the wireless transactions. So see you at home. And of course, after the market is done, it's time to start packing up everything again. And then we also say goodbye to the stallholders. Most of the time we need to stay about 2 hours longer because we need to clean the whole hall. If you want my experience on this market, stick around because I filmed a little video 2 days later to talk about how much I made and what I thought about this market. Today is Tuesday, so it's been 2 days since the market, and I just wanted to go over my experiences and a little bit of analytics. So I actually didn't hit my goal this market. That's the first time since May. I made about 750 euros, but normally my goal is 1,000. And I know that may sound like a lot, but of course 1,000 isn't the profit because I still need to deduct taxes and obviously also my material costs. But I'm not complaining, like 750 euros is still 750 euros. I did put a lot more items on my table than usual, so it might have been that, I'm not really sure. 2 years ago we already did a market in this city once before, but back then I was selling different things. So this is actually the first time that I was selling my jewelry and books and all the other things. So maybe it just wasn't the right audience because the table setup itself, except the extra items, is the same as it was before. And at other markets I was making 1,000 or even more than 1,000. So yeah, I'm not really sure if it's the location or just how my table was looking this time. A lot of the stall holders and also a couple of the visitors also said that the vibe was a bit off. So that can also be a reason why people buy less. And also me and my friend as organizers had experienced a couple rude stall holders. There's honestly just always someone who's a bit rude, so yeah, we don't really let that get to us. But we did decide to do less markets next year just so we can also focus a little bit more on our own businesses and also so we can advertise the website that we have together more, because now we're just mainly preparing for markets. Also in our own separate businesses we're also preparing a lot for the market, and then we don't have time to promote online, so we're kind of holding our businesses back. And that's something that we don't want to do anymore, especially when some stall holders just don't appreciate us, because we're also not earning anything from the organization. So sometimes it just feels like we're giving a lot of energy and getting nothing back. But we're not going to quit completely, we will still do our most popular locations. So that was my little market update. It will be a while before the next market because I think that one is on the 17th of February. And this time I will definitely start preparing in time because after that we have another market a month later. Hope you enjoyed the video and see you next time. Bye!